Hello everyone, in today's update I'm going to try to do daily stand-up kind of updates, programmer by day, and I do like daily stand-ups where it's like, hey, I worked on X yesterday and today I'm going to work on X or Y. Anyway, I'm going to try to do something similar to that, but I want to be updating my game development story. So I've been working on making games for a while. First game I ever made was an Objective-C, and it was released on the App Store in I think August of 2013 or something like that. Not a lot of people played it, for good reason. It was not a good game. It was a pretty basic match 3 game that I followed like a Ray Winderlich tutorial years ago. So that was my first game that I actually released onto any kind of like App Store. But the one that I made that I liked the most, and I just opened it up, the file, found it on a hard drive, still have it. It was on the App Store for a year or so, maybe longer actually. My wife did the art. I used the sound effects from public domain art.org, I think is what it is. But basically it's a side-scrolling unicorn game. And you play as a unicorn, and you're like, there's not much story. There's no story. But I think it was fun, and I think it had more potential. Definitely didn't feel as finished. Playing it a little bit last night, I pulled it up, found a hard drive. Some of these files date back to February 10th, 2018, but it mostly plays. So I'm going to take it. It was built in SpriteKit and UIKit, and it's built for iPhone and iPad. I'm going to take it and build it for at least iPhone and iPad, possibly Mac, and possibly Apple TV. And I'm going to use SpriteKit again, but I'm also going to use SwiftUI. So I'm going to work on building it out, and I'm going to try to add a lot more polish to it. I guess this also had Game Center and an in-app purchase, really terrible, which actually kind of broke. I don't know if I don't have an account, but it didn't work in the simulator. Anywho, I'm going to be rebuilding this game. And you can see I'll be rebuilding the menus. And when I go and play the actual game, I'll hopefully be rebuilding that a little bit, because the game scene file in there is like 400 and some files, which is not bad to have, big files per se, but it's unorganized, poorly made code. So I'm going to be working on building this game out and trying to do like daily updates, like game vlog kind of thing. So if you're interested in game development and the Swift programming language and SpriteKit, which is an Apple framework across all of Apple platforms, and SwiftUI, which is also an Apple framework, then stay tuned, and I will try to be posting updates, share a little bit of code snippets or things I run into and stuff like that. Might also, not 100% for sure, but maybe I'll play around and see if I can use Combine, which is another Apple framework for reactive programming, if it makes sense and if I can make it work well in the game. I think I'll do that too. But that is July 1st, 2022 update. Until next time, stay Swifty.